And we're off. We got a late start to the day, but here's an express stop to see the Space Needle, built in the 60s for the World Fair. And here on the left, we have the MOPOP, the Museum of Pop Culture. So up ahead, we're going to be coming up on the Ballard Bridge, which is a drawbridge. It is right above the Ballard Locks, which is really cool because it allows boats to get from Lake Union to the Puget Sound. But my favorite part about it is that they built a salmon ladder right next to it. So during the salmon migrations around end of summer, you can actually go underground and see through some glass panes as the salmon jump up a little waterfalls to try to get from the Puget Sound into Lake Union. You can see all the boats heading over to the locks to go down to the Puget Sound. It's so cool. I want to work on a boat one day. We just got out of the Seattle city limits, and before we get on the ferry, I just have to point out that one of my favorite things about living in the PNW is just how lush and green everything is. Okay.
Next 2.
All right, we've got our tickets, and now we just have to wait to get on the ferry. What?
You got tickets?
Yep.
All right. You're going to go all the way up, and the guy in the yellow vest up there will get him, okay?
Thank you. Hi. Can I take our tickets? There you go. Should we go ahead or wait till the end? Thank you. VIP spots. We made it onto the ferry. You can see King County across the water over there. Last time I was on a ferry, actually, we got to see orcas breaching, but that's a super rare occurrence, so it's probably not going to happen again. But, so for the next week, we'll go around the Olympic Peninsula, and I've actually never been to a lot of those spots, so I'm excited to see what it has. See you. And just like that, we made it to the Olympic Peninsula. Wow, look at that sunset.
Yeah, let's look at that one. This one's just very open, you know, and like this is like clearly private property in like the sketchiest form possible. To go further? Alright, well this is cameras in use. Alright, it's nice and dark and we're here at our first campsite. And it's, you know, just a random inlet on the side of a dirt road where we set up our tent behind. And now we're making some ramen with some fake ground beef because that's what we brought from the fridge. And the mosquitoes are eating us alive, so we're doing it as fast as possible before we get into the tent and hope that this area back behind here that is for recreational hunting does not occur until long after we're gone tomorrow. So that is night one. Anything you want to say, Emiliano?
Nope.
That's it?
That was it.
That's the night. A bit of a rough night last night. Got very, very cold, and then in the middle of the night that I thought I heard people or somebody or something walking around on the gravel outside here, and spooked me and spooked him. And then we didn't sleep much for the rest of the night. Ah, and the mosquitoes, of course. And then look at this head and his hair today. My God, look at alien-shaped head.
Rude.
Rough. So that's how we're starting this day. It'll be good.
And with back pain.
And with back pain and mosquito bites. Our first stop of the day was through Port Townsend, which is known as a historic Victorian seaport and City of Dreams. We wandered around the town and saw the grey whale skeleton. We had some chowder, and we made our way to our first beach of the trip at Fort Worden State Park. There, we dipped our toes in the water, we walked around the lighthouse. Sadly, the lighthouse was closed during the week, but we got to soak up the sun while exploring the old batteries, used as an artillery base to protect the Puget Sound from invasion by sea.
After checking out Port Townsend and Fort Worden, we headed off to Lake Crescent, where the Olympic Mountains meet crystal clear waters. As we rode our motorcycles through the lake's winding shore, I thought back on legends of Lake Crescent. It is said that long ago there was a bloody battle between two native tribes at the base of Mount Storm King. Angered by their violence, the mountain tore a boulder from its peak and hurled it into the valley, crushing the warriors below. The impact dammed the river and created a deep and icy lake. From that day on, the lake was considered cursed. Locals whispered that it never gave up its dead. They stayed far from the shores of Lake Crescent. Then one day in 1940, a body floated to the surface. Wrapped in blankets, bound in rope, but somehow it was perfectly preserved. Her skin was pale and rubbery and could be scooped like soap. No bloating, no decay, and her face, fingers, and toes were missing. After a lengthy investigation, dental records confirmed the woman to have been Haley Latham Illingworth, a local barmaid who had gone missing 2 years earlier. Her abusive third husband had beaten, strangled, and murdered her, then told everyone in town that she ran away with a fisherman from Alaska. He was found in California, arrested, and convicted for her killing.
And after that story, we decided not to stay at Lake Crescent and instead find a campsite in the woods. So that's where we're going to be, and stay tuned for tomorrow where we're going to head up to Nia Bay and explore that area.